Coach Rock here, the official trainer for I Love Basketball TV. Today we're going to get into a move by one of my favorite players, Isaiah Thomas, the little Isaiah Thomas. He's really not that small, he's like my size. But hey, he's a monster in the league, and today I'm going to break down his most effective move. Let's get it. Alright, so the move we're going to break down today is Isaiah Thomas's hesitation, kind of his crab dribble, what I call it, where he kind of turns his back to the defender and goes. Now, of course, other players do this like Chris Paul, but Isaiah Thomas has really kind of owned in on this move. He does it very often, and it's pretty much, it's been unguardable for him. And I like the move because, especially for younger players, it's a quick move. There's no wasted dribbles. You're always going north to south, or you're going north, I should say. You're not wasting dribbles going east to west. And you always keep the ball, your body in between your man and the ball. So it makes it very difficult for him to steal the ball even if the move doesn't work. So pretty much all he does here is you just have to kind of learn the stop and go motion. But all he's doing essentially is stepping here and kind of hesitating and then going. So if I'm off the dribble, it's here and go. So he does it a lot. He's left-handed and he does it a lot going left. So I'm going to do it going right, which feels more comfortable. It always feels more comfortable when you go to your strong hand, obviously. So, but of course, you want to master it with both hands, so when you get in the game, you can do it either direction. So what we're doing here is, again, it's kind of, you're not carrying the ball. I'm just doing this just to hold it. But you're going and you're turning your back, but again, you're still keeping your head up, because if something happens, you can quickly pass the ball, or you know where the defense is. But so it's here, again, you keeping the man in between you're keeping yourself in between the man and the ball to protect the ball, and if it doesn't work, you can always bounce out. So that's the one good thing. But we're here, and then it's that quick stop and go. So you can pretty much do it any situation. I've literally seen him just come down, set it up, and use it like that. So there's a lot of different instances when you can use it. You can use it pretty much any time. I found the best times to use it is off of a pick and roll situation. So let's say if my man picks here, it kind of gives you a lot of time, because here the defense is kind of confused. Who's going to step up? Who's going to stop the ball? Especially if you get switched on a big man, you can kind of stop. The big man's going to freeze, and then you can blow by him, get to the lane. So this works great off pick and rolls. It works great in any situation, really. It's a very good move that you should add to your game. So one thing you're going to notice about Isaiah, what he does off of this move, well, one thing you're going to notice is at 5'9", which is probably really like 5'8", but with shoes he's 5'9", he still finishes well around the rim. And that's because he has a lot of different shots he uses, and he does a great job of using his body, using angles to prevent the defense from blocking a shot. But another thing you're going to notice is a lot of times off these moves, he's getting in the lane, he's hitting floaters, and he's hitting kind of those where he goes and then kind of hits like one-legged, kind of like those Steve Nash shots Steve Nash used to do, like the runners. So he'll kind of hesitate, get in the lane, and then he'll kind of stop and pop with kind of a running floater type of shot. So yeah, these are great moves to master, especially if you're a small guard, because one thing he knows is he's not going to take it in there against somebody like Dwight Howard and just finish easy over them. He might be able to because he's super athletic, but the average player at 5'8", 5'9", 5'10", if you're not like 6'3" or 6'4", you're not going to be getting to the rim and banging on defenders like that. So you're going to have to develop different types of finishes, whether it's hook layups, floaters, runners, kind of the Stephen Curry floaters, a lot of different finishes you can add to your game, and a lot of different finishes you're going to notice that I do off of this move, that Isaiah Thomas does off of this move as well, that you can add to your game to become a much better scorer, much more effective in the lane. Players always ask me, how do they finish better? It's by adding different variations of shots and preventing going one-on-one against a big man's block. It's easier if you pull up with floaters and